Hi guys, welcome back to my 5-day mobility reset. We are at day 2 and I wanted to go over another very important part. That's the shoulders. Now, obviously if you've gotten my program Simple Shoulder Solution, you'll know how crazy I am about the shoulder and how complicated it can be, but simplifying it down is going to make things so much easier. So the first thing I want to focus on is my breathing and thoracic spine, if you remember from Simple Shoulder Solution. So I want to first make sure that no matter what I'm doing, I'm breathing diaphragmatically. That means through my nose the whole time, in and out, and trying to expand the lowest part of my belly, even almost like my pelvis area, in 360 degrees. So I want it to push out and I want it to push to the side as well. So I wanted to do 360-degree expansion with my breathing. That alone has been totally instrumental in helping a lot of people improve their shoulder function. Next thing I want you to do is really prioritize lengthening and rotating through your thoracic spine. One of my favorite ways to do this is actually from a lunge position. So you're going to step forward with the right, squeeze the hands together, and rotate to your right. So by stepping forward into that lunge with the right leg, you're actually going to block off some of the rotation from your lumbar spine. So you can take it even a step further, go to a half kneeling, and you're going to squeeze your hands together as you rotate, because I want you to be actively squeezing through that upper body. I don't want just passive flexibility, remember. We want mobility. So once again, just to be clear, you got the right knee forward, you're going to squeeze and look over your right shoulder as you keep those hands together. And that tension is going to help guarantee that you actually get good quality movement through that thoracic spine instead of just hanging on the joints and ligaments, which is a really common mistake. Last thing I want to show you is the scapular camshaft. This is such an underrated exercise. And of course, you can do this with some form of resistance as well. You can do this from a push-up position, you can do this from a row position, but pay attention to one small detail. My elbow remains completely locked. One of the most common mistakes that people make is when they do this, they start to use the elbow, and that's because of a dysfunctional learned habit or behavior. So you want to really avoid using the elbow and using the neck. You want to get really nice, smooth movement with that shoulder blade. So that shoulder blade is going to provide the foundation for your little ball and socket joint on top to do its job. And the last thing I would show you to get those shoulders nice and ready is going to be a nice little rotational movement. And this is something that you can just do absolutely anywhere. And I like to try to use my eyes to lead the way. And once again, you can use that lunge position as well, like we did for the active rotation here, and you can incorporate that same thing into that lunge. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Make sure you do this just a couple times throughout the day and combine it with those wrist exercises we did before, and now you're going to really start building that good habit. See you tomorrow.